Over to you.
I hope so. I hope they do. All right. Well, every mom and dad on Monday, we'd like to give you a little bit of a recipe that you can use at home and also convert into a child's lunch. Today, it's all about squash. And we're talking about that in today's Lunchbox Battle with Nothing to It Culinary Center. This time of the year, you're seeing grocery stores like crazy. The butternut squash, the acorn squash, pumpkins, of course. Yep. This is the time to really take advantage of it because this is their season. Laura here with Nothing to It Culinary Center has a look at how we can incorporate some delicious squash with those great seasonings and also a little bit of Latino flair.
Yeah, so I love this burrito because it eats well cold, it eats well room temperature, it eats well hot. So I thought this would be a really great thing to pack in your kids' lunch, even in your own lunch. And there are components here that we can use for meals throughout the rest of the week. Okay? So what we did is we took some butternut squash, and when you're shopping for it, you know, the butternut squash has a big bulby end and then sort of a more straight part on the other side.
Yeah.
Look for it to be bigger on that end because the bulby end, that's where all the seeds are, so you're not going to get as much flesh. You want to have the straight end of it to be bigger, and then you're going to get much more butternut squash.
Great tip.
Okay? So you'll peel it, dice it up, toss it with just a little bit of oil and roast it, and then about halfway through you're going to toss it with some maple syrup, a little bit of cinnamon, and some honey. Okay? Beautiful. So really, I could just snack on these alone.
Yeah, be a great just side dish.
Absolutely. In a salad, whatever.
Okay.
Over here we've got some black beans, and I cooked them with some garlic and little smoked jalapeno, so we've got some little ancho going on in here, and again a little bit more maple syrup. So it's not going to be super spicy, but it gives us this great smoky quality to the dish.
Okay.
Okay? So we've got our tortillas, and you'll just load this sucker up. Now, I always do it just a little bit towards me, and I'll grab some beans, a little bit of queso fresco.
Right, that's just, you can find it in the Latino section at the
Absolutely.
In the dairy section.
So it's a lower fat cheese. I call it a squeaky cheese because it's kind of got a little squeakiness to it.
Yeah.
What else can I say?
Yeah, it's squeaky for sure.
And then a little bit of fresh lime juice. If you wanted to put some avocado in there or a little bit of chicken, whatever leftover protein you have would go great in here, but it's good vegetarian as well. So then hold your ingredients together and fold over, and then fold your edges, and then roll again. Now, if you want, you could stick this in the oven, and that will tighten it up a little bit, or you could just wrap it up in some plastic wrap, then away you go.
One of these, I know when you first roll it, you're always like, oh my gosh, they're never going to stick together. But what I do is just put it in a paper towel, wrap it again like a burrito, nice and tight. By the time you open it the next day, it's already molded. It will stay in that spot, in that position. Real quickly about the butternut squash, some people have a hard time peeling it. I personally use a potato peeler to get the skin off.
Yes. That's what I would use. And so the mistake people make is they want to cut it first and then peel it. Peel it and then cut it. And if it's a little slippery, then take a paper towel and just hold the butternut squash with that. The sharper the knife, the better. And in fact, I might encourage you to use a serrated knife to make that first slice. It'll help you achieve that, because these are your hard winter squashes. They're designed, you know, you could buy one now and in 2 months it's going to be just fine. So it's great.
Great recipe. If you'd like to get it, you can go ahead and find it on our website and also on our Facebook page as well. Laura, thank you.
Thank you.
And stay with us. We'll be right back.